Welcome. This is a recording designed to provide advice for parents about school engagement and separation anxiety, created by GHLL staff Lucy and Fiona and EPS staff Melissa. This case study is based on some examples parents have sought support for. Each child or young person and their situation or circumstances will be different. This recording provides some general advice and top tips. However, more specific support may be required to help your child with referrals to relevant services or agencies. It's important to remember that school staff are available and happy to help. Please do not be afraid to seek support from them. In the last few weeks, we have noticed our son M's behaviour and attitude has completely changed and gone out of character, which has been very challenging. After having a long chat with him, we have finally got to the bottom of it. M has told us that he feels like everything is so strange at the moment. He misses school, friends, and normal life. He says he feels very lonely. As a parent, this was very hard to hear. M is not used to using computers, laptops, etc. He does not enjoy doing schoolwork and seems to get very worried if he doesn't know or understand the work. What things can I do to support M?
So from a school point of view, I would encourage you to make contact with your child's teacher and with them decide on what the most important lessons are and just focus on those to start with so it isn't so overwhelming. If possible, look at lesson activities yourself prior to your child seeing it, which will help you be clearer in seeing what your child is expected to do. I'd also say about giving your child the choice of the order of the activities that are to be completed. This gives your child some ownership over their learning too. It may be good to start your day with a walk or exercise. And what I would say as well is that Zoom, FaceTime, phone calls could be arranged for a catch up with friends. They don't feel so isolated. And then we'd perhaps recommend for the return to school, a small object that can be kept in a pocket, which when touched could provide a link with home.
Gloucestershire Healthy Living and Learning, GHLL, supports all primary schools with resources and training for teachers around emotional health and wellbeing and the PSHE curriculum. The website is www.ghl.org.uk and has advice for parents and carers under the Family tab. One thing that can be done is introducing a yoga or relaxation techniques to be done at home from the GHLL website. Also, if resources are actually sent home to be done via Zoom, you can request from your school a hard copy of something so that your child could actually have something that they're actually using and writing on instead of maybe using screens time. The other thing is to build in active learning if you can, again through the 5 ways to wellbeing, and really looking and seeing how you can help support your child at home.
From an educational psychology point of view, it's important to recognise that all behaviours are communication, and equally all interactions can be interventions to help the young people. Talk through emotions and explain that these are normal in this challenging situation, and be curious about how your child is feeling. Provide information and answer questions where possible to help them feel heard and to develop their understanding of the situation. Talk about the positives and their worries about school, and then help to problem solve the worries together. Share this information about their daily routine to help the children feel safe and secure and ready to return to the school. Equally, prepare the night before about what they need to take and what they need to bring so that they feel prepared. Find creative ways to reinforce learning at home which do not look like traditional learning, such as through games and play. Use their strengths in their areas which motivate them to help them to stay engaged. It will be useful to the school if these areas are shared with them, as they may be able to also support that in school. Encourage ways to connect with others and share their concerns with staff to allow you to work together to overcome the challenges and to recognise the areas which the young person may need support with. Equally, there is lots of advice from the NHS and MindEd resource with looking at ways to motivate and connect with your child.